Now, time for Fox Carolina weather. Weather Rate certified most accurate local forecast.
And we're taking you live outside of Clemson tonight. Not a lot of activity right now, but
yeah, it'll get busier tomorrow, though.
That'll start to change tomorrow.
Yeah, and we're really watching things because, again, we mentioned this at 4 and 5 today, but it's really hard. And I mean, we talk about this a lot to forecast snow. I mean, because it could change just 1 degree. Yes. And we saw that with this last system. It just stayed a little bit colder, and we saw more snow. I mean,
yeah, and it affects so many people. It affects your getting to work. It affects your kids' hopes and dreams. I mean, my poor daughter keeps being like, "It's going to snow, right?" And I'm like, "Well, probably." So we're going to talk more about it. But right now, winter weather advisory, where it's most likely to snow and accumulate, is up in western North Carolina. That's where we're likely going to see that heavy, prolonged snow, enough to add up to 1 to 3 inches. But around Cherokee County in South Carolina, we also have that winter weather advisory. That's where the moisture is going to hang on a little bit longer. So as the moisture is starting to move out and the really cold air gets here, it's going to meet up longest in our eastern section. So Cherokee County, you've been included in that winter weather advisory. And that's why you're also included in our snow totals area to receive potentially over an inch of snowfall. As you go farther to the north, 1 to 3 inches all across the mountains. And then farther to the south, we're going to get less, most likely a dusting to around an inch across areas in the 85 corridor. And then as you go down, rain, a little bit of brief snow will be possible in Anderson and Greenwood. These areas farther south, I don't think you're going to see much snow on the ground, but there is still a chance that your kiddos could see some flying flakes as we go into the late afternoon and evening. That will actually be our best chance because the coldest air will be wrapping in around them. We're watching all the moisture start to work its way through Mississippi and Alabama, the beginnings of this storm system, and then it'll be on us as we head toward tomorrow. So in your forecast for Thursday, starting off right around 41, cloudy with a few showers possible, and then as we go through the day, notice temperatures drop. We'll be in the upper 30s, even some mid 30s by noon. Rain, maybe a few sleet pellets or snowflakes mixed in, and then could see some full-blown snow by late in the day. In the mountains, mid 30s to start the day, low 30s around lunchtime, and then 29 around 5 o'clock. And I think the better chance for you in the mountains to get that snow is going to be in the morning and early afternoon, and then that moisture just starts to shift on through the east. So rating the day on the Carolina Sky Meter, we're keeping it pretty low with a 3. Now again, if you're a snow lover, especially up in the mountains, you might want to push that up a little bit. But we're going to have some kind of dreary weather, the even chance of some of those sleet pellets coming down, and there is a risk of black ice going into tomorrow night. So let's take a look at the latest Futurecast model here. In the mountains, 9 a.m. starting to see a pretty solid snow in many spots. Heaviest moisture not here yet, though. It looks like right around lunchtime to 3 p.m. will be the heaviest. And as that happens, notice that snow rain line will start to drop. So around 2 p.m., we'll begin to see at least some snowflakes develop along the 85 corridor. The issue is it's not going to last all that long. In fact, watch the back edge of this moisture move through. It's fast. About 6 p.m., we're going to see this event beginning to wrap up in our western counties. Still seeing some light snow for areas like Greenville and Spartanburg. But again, this could easily be mixed with some rain depending on those temperature profiles. And then scattered light snow in the mountains. All done, though, as we head toward 9 p.m. And overnight, this is when temperatures will start to fall. So be aware of that. The black ice issues will be a concern early on Friday morning. But beyond, looking pretty good. So limiting factors for much snow in the upstate, the ground will be wet. We're going to start with rain. Sometimes it's hard to get snow to actually accumulate on surfaces when it's wet. And we're going to start around 40 degrees. It's going to take a while for temperatures to get snow supportive at the surface. And that cold air is moving in through the day. We don't have it in place as the moisture moves in. And that's usually not the best scenario to get big totals in the upstate. One of the biggest concerns, though, will be for slick roads as we go toward Friday morning. Wanted to show you this, though, while we're going to have that chance of snow in our area. Take a look at what happens across areas like Raleigh over toward coastal North Carolina. Seeing that snow develop, could even see snow as far east as the Outer Banks on Thursday night. So this is going to be a pretty big deal for much of the state of North Carolina, and still a big deal here because anytime we get a few flying flakes, it's a big situation for the upstate, but it does not appear it's going to be a big snow for us right now. But of course, we will be keeping you posted on any changes as we move forward. Of course, you'll want to check in on the morning game. For the latest on your forecast as you are heading out the door, guys.